Hey, how y'all doing, man? It's Mr. Ashy Lips. All right, man. So how y'all doing? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. All right, so today's episode, man. Today's episode. Oh man, this is getting crazy and crazy and crazy and crazier. So, Cardi B is going off on a couple of these girls, and I don't know, man. I don't know why this cat fight has to happen between Cardi B and actually Nicki Minaj, and people were saying that it's for a certain reason. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about it before we get into that legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free, but if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, normal PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 19,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you are from. Also, too, go subscribe to Torture Talk After Hours. 25,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a nice size cash prize. You're going to see a lot of episodes dropping today, tomorrow, all day. So be on the lookout for all of these episodes, man. I'm be running them, running on all cylinders while this Wi-Fi is working. So, all right, man. So let's get to it, man. This is going to be a goodie. So let's get to it. All right, this comes courtesy of Never Give Up. Shout out to him. Let's get it, man.
Girl, really?
It got messy tonight. Now, if y'all haven't heard the leaked audio of Cardi B going off on Ice Spice and Lotto, I hope y'all watched that video on my channel and y'all better had liked it too. So, I don't know if y'all noticed, but earlier I put out a video of Joe Budden talking about the beef with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is never going to end. And don't y'all think it's crazy? A few hours after I put out that video, then we have this big blow up. It's almost like Never Gave Up knew something was coming. And I think y'all should have knew something was coming, because when Nicki posted this saying basically she was back in the studio, I said, okay, the queen is
I'll be honest with y'all. Nicki Minaj is a fraud, bro. She is so, she can't stand when somebody has the spotlight, bro. She hates it, bro. She can't stand it. It's not that she's out here doing this great work and she's got, I mean, classics on classics and she's just dropping this great work. It's not that. It's just that she just jealous. She's jealous when somebody's getting more attention than her. And it's crazy because I'll be honest with y'all, a lot of people don't give Nicki Minaj they don't a lot of people out here, in my opinion, don't praise Nicki Minaj for her music anymore. They praise her for her crash outs. I think her music doesn't get praised. She got some hits, don't get me wrong. But nobody really talks about her music like that. It's really the crash outs. And her doing stuff like this, to me, like, just for attention, like, just drop the music. And then this, I hate this about these women, man. They always got to be so damn catty all the time. It's so corny, man. It's corny.
ready to rumble. I knew something was coming. I had a little more legit evidence than this clip, but let's get to it. So shout out to Armand Wiggins for cataloging this whole back and forth on Twitter. Basically, Nicki Minaj woke up today and she chose violence. Now, this is what's been going on. If you have any type of brain, y'all know when Cardi put out Am I the Drama, she was trying to compete with the first week album sales of Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2. And I think Nicki heard all of that and she was in the cut and she was waiting for her time. And I think she strategically picked today because now the first week album numbers are out. So this back and forth, it can't help Cardi B get any more album sales to top or eclipse Pink Friday 2. And I had the number off earlier. I said Pink Friday 2 did 236. The people are telling me it did 228. I don't know where I got 236.
That's all y'all care about, man. Not never give up. I'm just saying. That's all y'all care about, bro. Yo, it's got to the point. It's just hilarious to me. Nicki Minaj, you're waiting for the first week sales. Like, what are we talking about? We ain't worried about the music. Yo, she could have dropped a classic album, and you more worried about the first week sales. Because to you, good music equates first week sales got to equate to good music. Like if the music is good, but it's not selling like that, then it must not be good. Like, yo, it's crazy, bro.
6 run, but it's still around the same amount of, album sales. But okay, Pink Friday did 228, and now Am I the Drama did 200,000. And I do want to say this. I'm a little disappointed by Cardi B's numbers just because she did a lot. DoorDash. She did every interview you can think of. She did everything except for Casanet, basically. Sat down with everybody, talked to everybody, did all the extra stuff. She put out TikToks and Instagrams and told people to buy the album. She did a discount for the album. It was $5. She was selling the album for a hot and ready pizza. Cheaper than a hot and ready pizza. And she still couldn't do over 228. And I do feel bad for Cardi in that way. And so it seemed like Nicki was throwing a little shade at Cardi today. And so Armand posts these couple of tweets from Cardi, and it said, "You must have missed me. Huh, crazy. Now kiss my feet. Nothing more annoying than a bored bit." And I'm assuming that this came after Nicki said this earlier. I think this is when Nicki started waking it up. And she was like, "To every enabler, never provoke a writer while they're writing. You joined the game as a willing participant. Don't try to back out now." 327-26. Now, this has a lot of people excited. I thought because Cardi wasn't able to outsell Pink Friday 2, we wouldn't hear from Nicki Minaj for a very long time. And she's saying, no, I'm coming top of 2026. So I'm happy for the Barbs. I'm happy for new music. And it is what it is. And y'all see she adding Rock Nation. She's still going at Rock Nation. Remember, Cardi B got Jay-Z to clear the Imaginary Players beat. And so Nicki is probably looking.
Please, Nicki, please don't diss Jay-Z. Please don't diss Jay-Z. Just leave that alone. If you and Cardi gonna go back and forth, okay, cool. Make it a spectacle, but don't diss Jay-Z. Even though I hate the cattiness of all of this, if you're gonna diss, just diss Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Don't diss Jay-Z. He's way out your league, like for real. I don't care if you say you the queen, you the top of the line. No. You know what I'm saying? No. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't care if Nicki Minaj is coming out with a new album. I'm gonna listen to it because I have to consume music, but I don't care. I really don't. It's not gonna, to me, it's not gonna be nothing different from the last album, the last 2-3 albums. Like, I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't care. I don't. But she's basically saying that she's a writer, and Nicki Minaj saying, "I'm the writer in this whole equation. You were just set up." Like, this is funny.
And that Cardi, like, hold on. You got Rock Nation bigging you up. You got all of these basically advantages to do really well, and you still couldn't outsell me. So they said Nicki started putting out a lot of little subliminals. One thing I noticed was the $4.99, which was the discount that Cardi was selling that album at. And I don't get all of these other little subliminals, but it was like 4 things. But the $4.99, that was obvious to me. So then Nicki started, quote unquote, gagging it, okay? And we will see a lot of this because they started going back and forth with little like toddler rhymes. And so, and obviously y'all know Cardi said a line like this in her new album. And so Nicki said, A, B, C, D, G, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Rap like Barney, still ugly. Then she said,
Oh no, man. Listen, Cardi, you should have had something in the clip ready for that one. Yo. Yo, that was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Rap like Barney, still ugly. Yo, that is hilarious to me. I don't know why that's so funny. It's just funny. Oh my God, bro.
damn, Billboard. I mean, I'm winning, but I'm still bored. That was a response to Cardi saying, you know, I hate a bored bitch. Nicki says, as for your career, dead, Ghostbuster. Okay. And this is when things started to go viral.
Yo, this is funny as hell. Bro, don't tell me she going, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Nicki Minaj could be funny at times, but I just don't like Nicki Minaj and her the way she go about doing things. But she's funny. She's funny. I will say this though. If she goes at Cardi with a song called Ghostbuster, that's funny. That's funny. But at the same time, like, I mean, some people say people wrote your stuff, but she said nobody ever wrote her stuff. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could kind of lean on the side nobody probably ever wrote her stuff. Because the truth be told, I mean, I know people saying they putting stats up. Oh, all these writers, y'all understand how writers work. No, that's not how it works. Usually writers get paid. So if you contributed to something, let's just say I did a song and you say, no, you should maybe do the hook like this and not tell me, you're not writing the hook for me. You're just saying, say it like this. They consider that a writer. So I don't understand why people would think that someone wrote her stuff. It's like you have some of these artists who do everything themselves and they don't get no influence. But then you have people who are in the room with them and suggest things. They count them as a writer. That's just what it is. Like, it's not a thing where it's a big thing. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. Like, that was funny. But if she got a song called Ghostbusters or Ghostbuster, I don't know if that'll work. It's a funny title, but I don't know if it worked because Cardi's on record saying she has ghostwriters. So if she say that's kind of fire, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. That's kind of fire. If she has a song called Ghostbuster and just the whole ideology behind Ghostbusters, say I ain't afraid of no your ghostwriters, I'm a Ghostbuster. That's kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie. That is kind of fire. That is kind of fire.
On Twitter, you had Nicki Minaj say Barney B because a lot of people try to act like Cardi B looks like Barney. And I might add the little Barney picture that was floating around in the thumbnail. Now, here's the crazy thing. A lot of the pictures that I'm going to show y'all today, I see each of the fan base making that their Avi. So you got Cardi B fans making a couple of these Nicki Minaj pictures that Cardi B will later on post as their Avi. And I see the Nicki Minaj fans posting the Cardi B Barney pictures as their.
I can't, this gonna be funny. I ain't see this yet. I can't wait. I'm on the edge of my seat like this. This is funny. Oh man, I know I complained in the beginning about the cat shit. Look, man, I'm all the way in now. I'm into the drama. I'm the drama. Let's go.
Avatar, okay? And so we see Cardi come back and she says, the power I have, making these bitch come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room. And that's another narrative you can see Cardi B was trying to push, you know, like Nicki Minaj is on drugs, which people have said in the past. And so Nicki came back and she.
Yeah, that has been in the rumor that's been floating around that she's on drugs. I ain't gonna lie.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G is I'm Heineken Coochie. I didn't really get that one, but people said it was about that video of her putting the bottle in her Fajiji, the one she talked about in her lawsuit with Tasha K. But also, I was like, was that a play on her sister's name too? You know, her sister named Hennessy. So it might have been a double entendre. So, you know, Nikki can't get like that. I'll give that to her because she kind of stumped me with that. And you see Armand was posting that Barney B went viral. JT jumped in and she said, LOL, that bitch home ugly and mad. No celebration. I would have been breakdancing right now if I was number one, but she knows she lied. And I'm thinking when she said she lied, it was a lot of conversation about some missing sales from Cardi's first week. So I don't know if JT is talking about Cardi lying about the sales or if she's talking about when her and Cardi was going back and forth and she claims that Cardi was making up lies on her. If y'all don't remember JT and Cardi B going back and forth, I posted that video a couple of days ago. Now, then Nikki posted Barney dangerous. By the way, some of this stuff is still trending on Twitter. Cardi B responded and said cocaine Barbie. All right.
Damn,
so,
bro. Cocaine Barbie. That's a fire name for an album. Yo, if I'm Nicki Minaj, I'm taking that name for the album. Cocaine Barbie. That's a fire name for an album. Cocaine Barbie. Damn. That's a fire name, I'm not gonna lie.
This is when stuff starts to get a little heated because we're going to start talking about kids and all this other stuff. By the way, some people were saying that today is Nicki Minaj's son's birthday. And so they were like, hold on, you supposed to be worried about your kids. So why are you going back and forth with Cardi? I'm not trying to bring children into it. I'm just saying it is going to get nasty. And that's some of the stuff that I heard. OK, and I brought up the children because Nikki comes back and she says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, 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 pregnant, play with his bussy. Now, obviously, that's a shot at Stefan Diggs. Nikki says,
why is she trying to rhyme words that don't rhyme? Play with his bussy. Bro. I'm gonna be honest, Nikki, Cardi, you should never talk about nobody when it comes to children. Like, for real, because you are out here getting pregnant by somebody. And I don't know if y'all, I think y'all still married, right? Yeah, y'all still married. That's crazy.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, 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 surgery to look like me. How y'all feel about that? Tell the rat and tell Jay-Z Rico fraud and perjury. So now she throwing Jay-Z.
There it goes right there. That's all I was waiting for. Yo, she has the big, I'm gonna put it to you like this. This album is not gonna be about Cardi B. This album's gonna be about Jay-Z. Jay-Z and the other chick. What's her name? Desiree. This is gonna be about them. This album is not gonna be about no goddamn Cardi B.
Then she said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, 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 heavy tongue, E, 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 E. I think that's going to, you know, sometimes we can barely understand Cardi on the records. I told y'all that. Y'all was trying to get at me when I did the album review. I like the album, but sometimes y'all know she get a little heavy with the tongue. I don't know. So then Cardi started going that big.
Damn. I always like that video with Cardi B. I think she was on the Tonight Show and she was like, ah. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, let's keep it going.
And Cardi said, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, your man have to snatch coochie. Coochie tastes like honeycomb. Your bro be touching, and y'all see what it say on the screen. I'm not going to say that. It started to get low. That's what I'm saying. Like they started talking about kids and husbands and boyfriends. Nikki responds and she says, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, 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 E lied and said mom was Trini. Okay. And this is another thing about Cardi. A lot of people just don't believe that she's mixed. A lot of people just feel like, you know, she's over the border, as they might say. Because I forget if she, I forget what's her race that they say she is. So I'm just gonna say over the border. Look, I'm not gonna get too deep in that. I would say something, but you know that's the whole thing with Cardi. People don't believe that she's mixed, and people feel like she cares more about that heritage than she cares about her black side. But she always saying the N-word in that leaked audio I played y'all. Nikki says, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 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 G. He don't want to dig my big coochie. Now, you know, dig, Stefan Diggs. So she's saying, hold on, your man, you know, he kind of sus. And he don't want that coochie. He want the bus, you know. Then Nikki.
Oh my God. Oh no, man. This is yo. Come on, man. Yo. Oh my God, bro. Oh no, man. No, Nikki, what you doing? Yo, bro. I can't stop laughing. Yo, oh my God, bro. Oh, I hit the air horn for that, man. For real. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yo. Oh my God.
Started with the photos and she posted a picture of a Cardi B outfit with Barney with a Cardi B tattoo. And it's Barney with the Cardi B hairstyle. Okay. Cardi came back and she said, damn, she's streaming Magnet hard as hell. Because y'all know Magnet, I think that's where the ABCDGFGGEEE line came from. Okay. Now, then Nikki came back and said ABCDGFEEE, jump out the plane, EEEEE. And if I remember correctly, this is from the Imaginary Players line where she was talking about, you know, if I did y'all numbers, I da 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 da. And I like that verse, but now she's saying, okay, this is Nikki saying, you didn't outsell me, so it's time to jump out that plane. Pause. And then Cardi B posted a picture of, if y'all don't know, this is Nicki Minaj's brother who went to jail. Y'all know about that whole story. I'm not going to bring it.
Y'all, man, y'all gotta chill. Oh my God, bro. This is hilarious. Yo, that bro. Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This is funny, man. This is funny. This is funny, man. Shit too funny, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is a hilarious episode. Hilarious.
Up. So I guess Cardi said, if we posting pictures, let me post this. And this is her brother with a pink wig on like a barb. Now, Nikki said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, G off the charts with Big Belly running trains barefoot, still smelly. Still, you could not outsell me. Also, some people told me they feel like Nikki was just trolling. Like she wasn't even taking this seriously. And Cardi started getting in her feelings. Now, see, this is when people feel like,
nah, this ain't trolling, bro. This ain't trolling, bro. You ain't gonna say to somebody getting trains ran on them and got a big belly and your coochie smelly and all this stuff. Nah, that's beyond trolling. This is beyond trolling. I'm sorry. This ain't just her trolling. Nah, she's really going in on her.
Like Cardi B gave up, started swinging the white towel. And I want to know if y'all agree with this. Do you feel like when Cardi said this, you know, it was basically over? She basically said, you know, I'm nowhere as big as Nicki Minaj. Remember, if y'all don't know, she was on Twitter talking crazy, like, wait till these next week sales, they're going to gag. And it sounded like she was talking about the barbs. But Cardi said, why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag that you think it is. You've been in the game for like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you need to be competing with. But you can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. WTF is you comparing yourself to me for? Okay? So to me, this...
She got a point. I said this earlier. She got a point. You are really coming after me for what? Like, why are you coming after me? You should be coming after all the people that in your league. She got a point. She ain't gonna never diss them though. Dissing Taylor Swift. She diss people that she's bigger than. I noticed that. She's not gonna diss no Taylor Swift. She ain't dissing no Taylor Swift. She ain't dissing no Rihanna, especially Rihanna. And she ain't gonna diss Drake.
It's like her saying, you know, I'm not even in the same category as you. You need to go pick on Drake and Rihanna, not me. And I can understand why some people felt like that. Then she posted a picture of some barbecue. And I can't lie. If Cardi cooked these ribs, they did look good. It did make me want some barbecue. I saw a lot of people saying that. Cardi said, nah, because I was really baking ribs and making blondie brownies. And here come this bit bothering me on a damn Monday. I'm not gonna lie. If this is how Stefan Diggs is eating, I think he should stop all of that cheating. I wasn't trying to make that rhyme, but so Nicki continued with the pictures. She posted Jay-Z with a pink wig on. She posted
Come on, man. Come on, Nicki. Come on, Nicki. You gotta chill. Like, you really gotta chill.
another Cardi B Barney picture. This picture is so funny. Like, I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail. Then Nicki posted another picture. I'm not gonna show it because it was blurred out on Twitter, and I want to be careful. It's that picture of that alien from what's that American cartoon show, and he was bending over, spreading his cheeks or something like that. And so Nicki said, "Raw dog and pregnant with the fourth baby." Barney B, BV, HPV, allegedly. Okay. And this is when Cardi had enough of the pregnancy jokes. She said, all right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like, you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all of them perks scrambling your eggs. Not allegedly. Lord, protect my babies. Also, Cardi been saying that lately, like she been praying over her children and her baby. She feels like it's bad energy in the air. Maybe she could sense the Nicki Minaj hate. I don't know. By the way, Ice Spice did a little laughing emoji during this whole thing. All right, so that's pretty much it. So who do y'all think?
Now I want to say this. I offer y'all a challenge. And I want y'all to tell me in the comments. So, this is the challenge that I have. Matter of fact, before I get to the challenge, I'm going to say this. I think it's funny that they're going back and forth. Cardi B is suffering the same fate that every female artist go through when they get on top when it comes to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj don't want nobody to take her spot. She did this with Lil' Kim. She did this with your girl Meg Thee Stallion. She did this with everybody. Anybody that she thinks is gonna surpass her, she gotta jump out there. No, you crazy. No, I'm the one. I'm the girl. So, but the question I have, and this is the poll I got. I'm gonna put this up on Wisconsin. Who do y'all think cooked better, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj? Who y'all think is better in the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all think better in the kitchen? I want y'all to think about this before y'all just jump out there and say it. Think about it. Think about everything that they have been through, everything. Who do you think is better in the kitchen? Forget the raps. Who cooks better? Who cooks better rice? Who cooks better ribs? Who cooks better a steak? Who cooks better? Who's the better cook? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Hey, man, y'all gonna see a couple episodes coming. They might come out sporadically because the Wi-Fi is kind of messed up here. So, but thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. See y'all.